to my vlog. My name's Nicole and this is Be a Flamingo. Once again we're in the car because it's market day, and once again I am hot, sweaty and trying not to look suspicious because the car is driving past right now. It's fine. Everything's in the car. Look, I've got all my stuff. I've got new displays. I'm in the gazebo, so I'm outside today. It's looking a bit dodgy and I'm looking in the wrong place, and weather-wise, and I'm in the gazebo outside and I'm going to be on my own as well, so hopefully it's not too bad. I've really hurt my shoulder. I've sort of done something to the ligaments by lifting the gazebo all the time, so hopefully that's okay. I will be back when I get there. Bye. Hello, it's the day after my craft fair and I am back. So I thought it's 7:36 a.m. I'm up early because it's quiet outside, it's quiet upstairs, and I want to talk to you about the market. So the market was yesterday and it was in New Brighton. It was this one. I don't know whether you're going to see that back to front or not. I don't know, just don't know. It was this one. First time at this event. Now, I was a bit dubious about this because I'd asked the organiser a couple of questions and she just never came back to me. And I like to know where I am going. So, you know, you get that, if you do markets, you get this sort of an email or information beforehand. It tells you where to go, where to park, mostly where you're going to be. So you know where to go and set your stall up. Toilets and stuff like that, and I just didn't get that. I got an email saying they're going to be there from 8 and just pull up and find us. Well, I'd never met this person before, so I was like, are you going to wear high vis or something? So I get there, so I drive there. So it's in New Brighton, which is opposite Liverpool, over the river opposite Liverpool, which is the opposite side of the world to where I am. And I haven't been there for years and I don't generally go there, but it was in this kind of like a funky area where there's like street murals and drawings, pattern painted, nice area. So I get there, drive there, get there, and I'm like, okay, so there's no on street parking on the street. There it is. It's like a 2-hour, then you have to move, otherwise you get ticketed. So I just abandoned the car and went to try and find somebody. I just got to find somebody. I spent about 20 minutes just trying to find somebody. Eventually found her, and I said, what's the word? Because I had my own gazebo, so I was on my own, obviously, which I'm not on my own. I had my own gazebo, I had a table, I had everything, so I had to lug it out. I had to find somewhere to park close to where I was going to be and lug everything out and then move my car, and then it was just a bit of a palaver and they just didn't know where to put me. And they said, oh, you can go on the street here. I said, I don't really want to be on the street here, because I had a closed off street as well. So the street where all the shops are and the closed off street. So I'll go in the closed off street, but that's mainly food. I said, that's fine. I'll go in there in between all the other gazebos. So they just did a over there kind of thing. And I'm like, this isn't, I don't think I'm pedantic, but I need to know beforehand where I'm going, what I'm doing. I like to plan, and I was like having a kind of like panic attack driving there, and I was thinking I can't do this. I nearly threw up on the way there. I was going to just turn around and say no, I'm not doing this. But got there and I was like, okay. So I said, oh, where can I park? Oh, you'll have to find somewhere. So I just drove off. I found a side street which was near the other end of the closed street. Unloaded everything and just hoped that nobody was going to nick anything. And then just parked on a side street, in a residential side street, and just thought, oh, just abandon. We won't talk about my parking. My parking's terrible. So set up my gazebo, which I could do on my own now, which I'm quite all right now. But then she says, no, you need to move it. So I had to move it. So they helped me pick it. I didn't take it down. I said, I'm not taking it down. I'm just picking it up and moving on because it's quite lightweight. I moved it, got it all set up. And I was in, like, there was like 2 lines of gazebos. Set it up, got my table all sorted, and I must be the quickest person to ever be able to sort, you know, I think, because I plan everything in my head, I know where everything's going to go, and I like to set it up quickly. I like to make things easy. So set it all up. You would have seen that in the videos before. And sort of sat down, and I just felt, I was surrounded by people, but I felt lonely, if that makes sense, because it was my first time there, I didn't really know anybody. But in the end, there was this lovely lady behind me who was doing Tropic Skincare, and I was chatting to her. She was lovely. I'm not 40, I'm older than that now. So yeah, so I set up and then just waited. And the first probably hour, I started thinking, this isn't for me, this is more a food market. There was a couple of stands like Tropic, scrunchies and a little bit of other bits. But I thought, oh God, this is going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. But then as it kept going on, it got better. The kids, because I think I was the only really thing for kids there, or in that bit, because I think there were stalls up the street, but I couldn't leave my stall to go and have a look. And in the end, I did all right. I was restocking during the day, so my end picture, my end video that I took, sort of, it shows everything I had left, but I was just restocking the £5 items. So yeah, so it went okay in the end. My friend was in a gallery up the road and she didn't do very well at all. She said nobody was just going up that way because they were all it's too early. I don't know how to speak. Coming to where I was, because it was in between 2 pubs, actually 4 pubs. And there was music and there was so much food, and I resisted, and I was so happy about that because there was hog roast, so pulled pork with applesauce. What else was there? Cheese on toast. And I'm like seeing this, I'm like looking like, it looks like pizza. I didn't get any, but next time I will. Zevi Kitchens, I think it is, who's doing Jamaican food. Next to me was Yarl Thirsty. I don't know how to say it. And it was a lemonade stand and had just gorgeous strawberry lemonade. It was just amazing. It's homemade lemonade. There was cheese stall. Resisted that. A couple of cake stores. A Lebanese. And all day I kept smelling this Lebanese food. It's just, and there was barbecue and I think it was Maldivian, I don't know, it was opposite me, but it was like noodly stuff. There was just so much food there and I resisted, and it was so good. I had my Sainsbury's meal deal with my barbecue hula hoops and my egg sarnie, and I was like, I'm gonna resist, but I had to get a strawberry lemonade. That was amazing. So you want to know what I sold, really, don't you? I'm not going to tell you totals, but I'll tell you what I sold. Now, I took 61 products to this event. My stall wasn't the best. It was quite bitty, if that makes sense. So I got the new thing in the middle, and I really like that, but I can't see over. So I'm like, it's because like kids come running up and touching and grabbing things, and I'm like, you know, you don't want to say it, but you don't want anybody to pinch anything. but I couldn't see them, so I might have to move that along and just jiggle it around a bit. And then I had my boxes on the end. I think it was all right. I think it was all right. I think in my head I wouldn't. So I see all these people like Knotting Hook Crochet, Celestial Homebody, and obviously some of the UK ones, Coastal Designs, Time is it? And Penny Pot Cottage. And I see their stores and they're just full. And I'm like, I can't get to that point. I just can't get to that point. But anyways, this is what I sold. Let me just take a cup of tea. So my £5 items, I took 6 of the little mini ducks in the strawberry hats. I sold all 6 of those. So they're my popular ones. I had 6 of the green hat, which is the frogs, ducks with frogs on there, and I sold 4. I'm gonna not do those because I don't really like them, so I'm gonna do the strawberry hat ducks only. I had 2 capybaras because that's all I could be bothered to make, and they sold straight away. I need to make so much more of them. My axolotls, I had 1 blue, I had 4 pink and 3 purple, and they all sold. They just sell. These are my ones like this, but with eyes. They're just cute and kids love them. I don't know. So they're one of my best sellers. My frog with the crown, I haven't got one to show you because I sold it. Because that went. I had my little turtles. Let me show you. No, I can't show you. Yes, I can. These little turtles. I thought they do quite well, but I've got a better idea for these. I had 6 and I sold 5. They were on the bottom, but everybody was grabbing them and everything. My little turtles. I think they're so cute. And then I had one of my mini chickens, and that sold. People like my mini chickens, so I'm going to make more of those. Then I had my mystery kitten bag. So I had, let me show you. Excuse me. Excuse the mess behind me as well. We don't talk about that. So I had these little bags, got adoption certificate in them, and they had little kittens in there. These from Porksy Place. I'm sure I showed you in the last one. And it took a couple of hours before people were like, oh, okay. And then I took 10. I took 1 out for display, and then I had 1 in the back. I don't know why I kept 1 in the back, but I just did. But I sold 8 of those. So everything that was on my table went. That was really good, and that was really definitely going to make more of those, but make better signage as well, so people actually know what it is. So my £5 items, I sold 36 items. I'll let you do the math on that. Now my dinosaurs, they get picked up quite a lot, but I only sold 1, which is the Dilophosaurus, which is the one I don't think I showed you in the last one. I can't show you now because I only made 1. That was a £10 one. None of my other dinosaurs went. Obviously Bob's my supervisor. I'm not selling him, but he goes with me wherever I go. My £15 items, I sold 1 seagull with the chip in its mouth, just 1, and that was it. My £20 items, I didn't sell anything. So that's what I sold. So in total, I sold 38 items, which was really good. I think for the footfall, there wasn't that many kids. It was mainly adults and drinking adults. That was really good. I'm really happy with that. And I set myself a target of minimum of £100, and I definitely beat that. Now I need to show you a couple of things, because I got a pattern earlier, which I'm going to link below, because I put this on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me, because I always put everything that new that I've made and everything. And several people have asked me for this pattern. It's turtles. I know. I am so behind with the times. Everybody's done turtles. I know. But I was like, I like to do things at my own speed. So I got this fruit turtle. Don't know where I saw this on somebody's vlog video YouTube thing. I bought it, and then I was like, it's been in my pattern bank for about a week or so before I actually do it. Are you ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. How cute! Oh, I'll fix that. How cute is that? It's a watermelon turtle. And look, look the eyes. And I really like this. It's quite solid. Look the tail, look. And it's so cute. And I really enjoyed making these. So I made another one. It's a kiwi. Little green eyes, little kiwi. They're so adorable. Look at them. These are on my table at the front. And the amount of people that going, oh my goodness, and picked them up. Nobody bought them because they're £15. Oh, it's a bit expensive. I'm thinking, just look at it. So much attention, and these are so easy and quick to make. Yesterday, I always take crochet with me to do because I get bored. So I've made lots of flippers. Yeah, they're flippers. For some more turtles. And I think what I might do is, you know, my mini turtles, which are these, I do them in a different colour yarn. I might do little mini kiwi ones. I'm going to see how that goes. I'm going to do that this week and I'll show you, because I've got another market on Saturday, so I need to restock everything. So yeah, so I made those and they're so cute, and so I'm going to have lots of them on my stall, hopefully. Hoyleg, which is the one I'm doing on Saturday, people tend to buy the larger items, if that makes sense. Look at those, so cute. Gonna do a picture. And then also I made a tiger. This is from Diddys plushies. Made a tiger. Look at those stripes. Little stripes all the way down the back. I have a problem with this pattern, and I think it's a me problem, but I just cannot get the feet in the right, because you have to sew the feet on. I just can't get them in the right place. And I've got koala here, but with no legs, because the legs just do not look right. And I'm like, they just don't, I don't know what I've done. So if anybody else has made this pattern from Diddys plushies, and with the feet, if I've got any ideas or tips to give me, that would be fantastic. I think they need to be more like that. Maybe I need to sew them in a bit like that rather than spreading. So do that. But he's cute. He was in one of my new boxes. He didn't get much attention, but I think I need to work on my sort of whole layout thing. But yes, so that's what I made. That's it really. That's everything else I made for my market. I guess, so I did all right. Will I go back again? I don't know. Yes, I did really well in terms of money wise. My anxiety and for doing it, and is it worth that stress? I don't know, because I have to take it's unloading and loading the car, which is the big thing. I have to take my own gazebo and everything. It's just really, really hard work. And I know, you know, yes, it's all hard work for anybody that does markets, but not knowing where anything is as well, because I needed the wheel all day as soon as I got there really, and I just didn't know where to go. I know there's pubs or anything, but I don't like going into pubs. I don't drink alcohol, I don't go out that, and I wasn't comfortable going in there or leaving my store. Leaving my store is a big thing. So yes, I'm not quite sure. It's on every month, the first Saturday of each month. So I may go down next month and just buy some food. Can I do that? Because next month, which is August, I've only got one event, which is a big event, on the 9th of August. That's the day that I normally do my local one, but I'm going to do this one instead. Yeah, I'll come back to you on that nearer the time, I think, nearer the time. So yes, that was my craft fair. I hope you like the footage. probably copyrighted music, and it was just loud, and it was, yes, it was busy. It was alright. Quite like the atmosphere in the end. I just felt a bit lonely. I like chatting to people, and I just felt a bit lonely in the end. But that's it. That's my craft vlog. Thank you very much for watching and let me ramble on. I need to go and get some food now and heat my cup of tea up, and just, I've got some patterns I want to get today and make for Saturday. So yes, so I will see you. I'm trying to hopefully do a vlog in the middle of the week so I can show you on like a Wednesday, to show you what I've made so far this week, and then I've got a market vlog. So let's see if I can do that. So I hope you all have a lovely weekend. Thank you very much for watching, liking and subscribing, because I'm at 585, 84, 85, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. Go follow me on Instagram, and I will see you soon. Thank you, bye.